So when I proposed to my wife, I knew it had to be big because she told me. Her two things were, I want there to be a lot of people there and I want my friends to be there. So I had to make sure that all of that was arranged. So this whole thing was on the 1-year anniversary of the night that we met. And when we first met, it was at this dive bar called Ireland 32s in Sherman Oaks. So I arranged it so that all of her friends would be there and we would meet up at this bar.
So I went to work and I knew I was going out with Tyler that night. He just told me that it was a surprise, but I didn't know what it was.
Now she works at a restaurant and I happen to know that all of her coworkers are particularly chatty, so I just told them all that it was a general surprise party. Thank God I didn't tell them it's a proposal because I feel like word would have gotten out.
At work, one of my managers came up to me and he's like, Kate, I can't find anyone to work tonight because everybody's coming to your party. And I was like, what party?
So I took my wife out to sushi and I'm hysterically nervous. I was trying to drink the nerves away, so I was just pounding the sake and I think she noticed.
He orders sake and he's pounding the sake, he's pounding it. I'm like, okay, wherever we're going, maybe we should, maybe I should drink more. So I start drinking more thinking we're going to a concert or a party or somewhere where I'm gonna be like, woo!
Now as I'm texting everyone, a couple people are late as I thought they might be, so I'm trying to stall for time ordering more drinks at the restaurant. Meanwhile, Katie's just getting a bit drunk.
After dinner, I was good and buzzed, and we went to, he pulls up at the bar that we met at a year ago.
So we open the door and I'm not sure if there are gonna be 5 friends or 50 friends, and luckily we're flooded by all these people.
And then I walk in the door and then all my friends are there and they yell, surprise! So I was kind of excited, but I was also kind of really confused because I'd already had my birthday.
And then all of a sudden she's crying for some reason. I have no idea why.
I was kind of overwhelmed by how many of my friends were there. And one of my friends who I hadn't seen in a really long time, almost 6 months, was there. So when I saw her, I'm already crying because I was so excited, and she ran up and hugged me. And before I even have a second to think about any of these thoughts, I see Tyler jump on the stage and grab the microphone, and then he starts talking, and he's all, get up on stage, and I'm just like, okay.
Now what she didn't know at this point is prior to this whole ordeal, we had taken a trip to Australia so that I could meet Kate's family because that's where Kate's from. While we were there, I took a picture every single day with one of her close friends or family members holding up a sign, 12 days of the trip, 12 words that spelled out, Kate, I love you more than life itself. Will you marry me? And when I called her on stage, I played that on the television screen.
I was in the last picture and I didn't even know he was taking the picture. He literally held the word up behind my head. And then the last one was the marry me. The me was a box and it was the ring. And then I look at that and then I look to the right and then he's down on one knee and he's all, will you marry me? And I'm like, yay! She's
crying, I'm crying, everyone in the audience is crying, and it was a raging success. Cue the champagne and way too much drinking.
Lots of champagne. Too much champagne, because the next day was hell and I will never drink champagne again.